In a world of plastic and environmental devastation, we also have a world of wonder, mana, and hope. It's easy for small island nations who are impacted most to feel powerless, though today we will talk about Rapa Nui, taking back their power and hope for their future.
Happy Ocean Day. And my name is Ludovic Bernstucki. I am the executive director of Taleya Ouellet, the organization. One of the important things that we do is education for our ocean. So we have a program that it's called Hohonu, and this program is cultural, biologist, environment, of cleanup. So we have 4 kinds of cleanup. This is one of them. Beach cleanup with the microplastic, cleanup in the coast, beach cleanup, one in the town, especially in the urban zone, and finally there is another one that is we are going with the fishermen in boat, and we are going to the place where there is no access with the car, etc. If you want to protect, you have to know.
After seeing these cleanups, we want to feel good and think that the problem is solved and will disappear. As mentioned in episodes 1 and 2, with plastic production continuing to increase, and due to the location of Rapa Nui, if the beach is clean today, more plastic will come the next day, and the problem is not solved.
The objective is not to clean up, we know it. The objective is that together, this is the opportunity to share information, to share what is my responsibility and what can I do in front of this contamination of plastic that's coming from the ocean.
During my visit, I had the privilege of attending an important signing between 3 small islands, which signifies the beginning of a unity between their marine protected areas. With this unity, they hope to have an increased financial and political backing in order to strengthen their voice in the protection of the ocean.
That's the moment where they are going to sign, and they are going to sign a corporation that will have a juridic figure that could allow to create a bank account. So when we make this is a way to have a tool to have the support of international funds that can help us to implement effective in the marine protected area.
The majority of Chile's protected areas are from small islands, yet they need to have more of a voice as they're currently only receiving 3% of what they need for continued monitoring and protection of their marine protected areas.
There is no better person that is going to protect the marine protected area than the people who live in that place. We live here, we know what is happening.
But how does this all relate to plastics? Marine protected areas are promising, though they don't prevent plastics from entering the oceans. This is why the Plastics Treaty, which is a global legally binding UN treaty, currently being developed with the goals to address how we produce, consume, and discard plastic waste. It's currently in the negotiation period. Now, treaty negotiations of this scale are a once-in-a-generation opportunity to be heard.
Yo creo que puede haber solución si hay voluntad. La voluntad tiene que ser de las Naciones Unidas. Porque las Naciones Unidas son los que tienen que intervenir en esto. Esa es mi preocupación grande, para poder frenar un poco lo que es el tema de basura oceánica, porque yo siempre digo que nosotros no generamos basura. La basura son emigrantes que vienen de otras partes del mundo, no es de nosotros. Ese es el punto principal para mí, que ven las naciones, que abren los ojos.
We need to shift the narrative we are telling when it comes to education and plastic. What message are Western countries trying to say when they come to developing nations to try to educate on this matter? In episode 2, we talked about how it is difficult for plastics to be traced back to the person or company who littered, and how accountability is one current issue with plastics. We need to pay attention to the current plastics treaty to see if or how it can begin to address this, as plastics is not just a one-country issue, it impacts all of us. In terms of plastic pollution, It's easy to want one single solution. Though the more I learn and listen to others, I learn just how complex this problem is. Yet, at the core, the solutions are simple.
Shutting off the tap to the source of plastics is critical to stopping this problem.
There is no circular economy for plastics, and it does not work.
Because we do not need as much as we have. We have way too much. We don't need it, really. We can do with a lot less. Can we do that? So that I would like to go back to being truly sustainable, because for me, truly sustainable is when the materials that you use can go back to the earth without damage.
I think that more than learn, I think that we need to love it. We need to feel it. Because if you want to protect, it's different when you protect something that you love. And for love, you have to know. So that's why education is important, and feel and live this with the ocean.
E ora raa o te atua, I hakare mai ai. Mō kakai o tātou te ko ura te rehenua. E a me hakare ena, mō tātou hakaara pe mua ka o hoena.
It is clear that Rapa Nui, along with island communities around the world, share a similar issue, receiving plastics from everywhere that isn't theirs and being left alone to deal with it. It is time for the world to take accountability and work together.
Hay que echarlo acá.